My name is Amina. I was born in a small village where the earth is dry, the wind carries stories, and the sun rises before the roaster. My life was never easy, but when I lost both my parents in a single season, the world as I knew it collapsed. My father's second wife, my stepmother, took me in, but not with love, not with kindness. To her, I was nothing but a burden, just one more mouth to feed. I was barely 8 years old when I started doing everything in the house. I swept the floors, fetched firewood, carried water from the river, bathed her children, and cooked meals I wasn't even allowed to eat first. I used to hear the village children laughing on their way to school. I would pause from pounding yam just to watch them walk by in their clean uniforms, books in hands, eyes full of dreams. I wanted that life, but for girls like me, education was called a luxury. One day, I found an old, torn book lying behind the schoolhouse. It had no cover, just pages. I hid it under my mat. At night, when everyone slept, I will read by the weak glow of a dying candle. When my stepmother found it, she tore it from my hands and threw it into the fire. She said, "Girls like you have no business with books. You are here to serve, not dream." I cried that night, quietly, so quietly I could hear my own heart break. But fate, fate has a mysterious way of remembering those the world forgets. One day, a charity group came to our village. They were looking for children to sponsor for school. One of them, an older woman with kind eyes, noticed me in the background. She asked me my name. I could barely whisper it. She asked, "Do you want to go to school?" I nodded, tears burning my eyes. That was the moment everything changed. Despite my stepmother's resistance, the woman stood her ground. She said, "Every child deserves a chance." And just like that, I had mine. I left the village with nothing but a small bag and a heart full of hope. School wasn't easy. It wasn't easy at all. I had to catch up, learn fast, and endure the whispers of those who thought I didn't belong. But I had tasted the power of knowledge, and I would not let go. I studied when others slept. I read under street lights. I ate from hangouts. I even wore torn shoes to class. But I never gave up. I kept pushing, and slowly I rose. Years later, I walked across the university stage in a white gown. Dr. Amina, the first girl from my village to wear that title. I looked out into the crowd and saw no family, no stepmother, no applause with my name. But I smiled because I knew I had already won. Oh yes, I had already won. When I returned to my village, everything stood still. People whispered, children pointed, My white coat glowed against the red earth. My stepmother, she stood behind the crowd, her eyes low, her mouth trembling. She did not speak, but she did not need to. Shame speaks louder than words. I built a clinic right there, in the same village that once denied me. For the sick, for the poor, for my parents, for the little girls peeking through classroom windows. Now, they come to me with cough, fevers, broken bones, and broken dreams. And every time a child calls me Dr. Amina, I feel the ghost of that little girl inside me smiling. I forgave my stepmother, not because she asked me to, but because I refused to carry the bitterness she once fed me. I turned my pain into power. To every girl listening, every boy, every soul that has been told you are not enough, let my voice be a reminder, you are. And no matter how low you start, you can rise, just like I did. My name is Amina. Dr. Amina. And I am not what happened to me. I am what I chose to become.